Hey guys, I'm Hannah Bernard, and this is the weekly market wrap-up. The Republican-led House and Democratic-led Senate failed to come to an agreement on the budget Tuesday evening, leaving the U.S. government no choice but to shut down for an undetermined amount of time. On Monday, in anticipation of the shutdown, markets took a hit, with the Dow sliding over 120 points. Remarkably, on Tuesday, the first full day of the shutdown, markets bounced back, up 62 points, fueled by the speculation the political wrangling would be short-lived. However, the realities of Washington have set in, and the markets continue to tumble this week. Thursday, the Dow Jones Industrial dropped again, this time sliding 136 points, losing nearly 1% of its overall value. Same with the S&P dropping over 15 points and losing nearly 1% of its overall value. The strain the government shutdown is already putting on the markets will grow each day while we wait for political leaders to learn how to play nice in the sandbox. Equity stocks were also under pressure this week from more than just the government shutdown. Poor economic data also weighed heavily on investor sentiment. According to payroll processor ADP's National Employment Report released on Wednesday, U.S. private employers added only 166,000 jobs last month, down nearly 7% from economists' forecasts. All right, let's talk currencies. Forex markets were overall pretty bearish this week. The U.S. dollar lost significant ground as the shutdown raised questions about credit worthiness and the United States' ability to borrow money. The longer the conflict, the more likely we could retest multi-year lows. As expected, the dollar-yen pair was under significant pressure, which fueled a 300-point sell-off in the Japanese stock market. The euro-dollar pair was pushed up to the 136 level as the crisis in Washington took eyes off of Europe's own woes, particularly with Italy's ongoing political drama. As always, it's time for winners and losers and our picks for this week. The winner for this week is Global Payments Inc., ticker symbol GPN. Share prices jumped over 11% on Wednesday after delivering a strong earnings report and announcing a new CEO to take over the reins. Its full-year earnings forecast was also increased based on a decision for the company to buy back $100 million of its stock within this month. Margins are increasing on a quarterly basis, but the balance sheet does show a significant increase in long-term debt, which is something to consider before jumping on board. The loser for this week is Team Inc., ticker symbol TISI. Shares dropped nearly 14% as Team Inc. posted poor earnings and a negatively adjusted forward guidance. On a quarterly basis, the company does show stability in its margin curve, as well as keeping long-term liabilities in check, so management does have the potential to turn this ship around. Well, those are our winners and losers for this week. Now we want you to weigh in. Tell us in the comment section below what company is the loser and the winner for this week. Last but certainly not least, let's talk precious metals. Both gold and silver suffered a sudden and unexpected setback on Tuesday when, despite the government shutdown, prices fell hard. The following session brought both metals up to parity, but currently we are seeing a range-bound trading as market participants absorb the latest news from Washington. Palladium traded relatively flat this week as many of the large industrial names that utilize the metal were suffering speculative headwinds. However, a weaker dollar could give palladium an inflationary lift along with the monetary metals. And that wraps it up. Thanks again so much for joining us for another weekly market wrap-up. I really hope you enjoy this weekend, but before you leave, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and find us on Facebook and on Twitter. For VNN, I'm Hannah Bernard.